When you consecrate them to be my priests, you shall also do this: take 1 young calf and 2 rams without blemishes, and bread and cakes leavened and tempered with oil, and wafers leavened and anointed with oil. Of fine grain you shall make them. Then you shall put them in a basket and present them in the basket with the calf and the 2 branches. Then you shall lead Aaron and his sons to the entrance of the tabernacle of meeting and wash them with water. You shall also take their garments, and you shall put Aaron's tunic, Ephod's robe, and Ephod's breastplate, and you shall fasten them to him with the brocade sheets of Ephod. Then you shall put him the mitre on his head, and you shall put the holy horn on his mitre. Then thou shalt take the oil of anointing, and thou shalt give him power over his head. And thou shalt anoint him. You shall bring his sons and put cloaks on them. Thou shalt gird them with sheets, and both Aaron and his sons, and put on their caps, and the priestly office shall be theirs forever. Thou shalt also fill Aaron's hands and the hands of his sons. Then you shall present the calves before the tabernacle of the congregation, and Aaron and his sons shall put their hands on the head of the calf. You shall thus kill the calf before the Lord at the threshold of the tabernacle of meeting. Then you shall take the blood of the calf, put it with your finger on the horns of the altar, and sprinkle the rest of the blood on the base of the altar. You shall also take all the fat that is inside, the meat that is on the liver, the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is on them, and you shall bury them on the altar. But the flesh of the calf, its skin and hide, you shall burn with fire without the altar. It is a sinful offense. You shall also take a ram, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on the ram's head. Then you shall kill the ram, take its blood, and sprinkle it all around the altar. You shall cut the ram into pieces, wash it in its entrails and legs, and put them on the pieces on his head. Then you shall bury the whole ram on the altar, for it is a burnt offering to the Lord for a sweet smell. It is an offering made by fire to the Lord. You shall take the other ram, and Aaron and his sons shall put their hands on the ram's head. Then you shall kill the ram and take its blood and put it on the lips of Aaron's ear, and on the lips of his son's right ear, on the thumb of their right hand, and on the big toe of their right foot. And you shall sprinkle the blood on the altar all around. And thou shalt take the blood that is on the altar and the oil of the anointing, and thou shalt sprinkle it on Aaron and on his garments, and on his sons, and on the garments of his sons with him. So he shall be halved, and his garments, and his sons, and the garments of his sons with him. And thou shalt take also from the rams the fat and the rump, that is, the fat that is within, and the skin of the cheek, and the 2 kids, and the fat that is upon them, kidneys, and the fat that is upon them, and the right shoulder, for it is the ram of the consecration. And a loaf of bread, a cake of bread tempered with oil, and wafer from the basket of seasoned loaves that is before the Lord. You shall put it all this into the hands of Aaron, into the hands of his sons, and you shall shake them on either side before the Lord. Then you shall take them out of their hands and bury them on the altar, as well as the burnt offering as a sweet fragrance before the Lord. For this is an offering made by fire to the Lord. Likewise you shall take the crest of the ram of consecration, which is for Aaron, and you shall shake it on either side before the Lord, and it shall be your portion. You shall sanctify the crest of the shaken offering, and the shoulder of salvation offering shaken on either side of the ram of consecration, which was for Aaron and his sons. Aaron and his sons shall keep it by statute for all the children of Israel, for it is a salvation of offering, and shall be a salvation offering for the children of Israel. One of their peace offerings and a salvation offering for the Lord. The sacred garments which belong to Aaron shall be of his sons after him, to be anointed therein, and to be consecrated therein. The son who is to be priest in his robe shall wear them on the 7 days when he enters the tent of meeting to officiate the holy place. So you shall take the ram of consecration and put his flesh in the holy place, and Aaron and his sons shall eat the flesh of the ram and the bread that is in the basket at the entrance to the tabernacle of the consecration. So they shall eat these things with which their atonement was made, to consecrate and sanctify them, but an outsider shall not eat of them, for they are holy things. If of the meat of the consecration or of the bread anything remains until the morning, you shall burn the rest with fire. You shall not eat it, for it is a holy thing. And thou shalt do so with Aaron and with his sons, according to all that I have commanded thee. Thou shalt consecrate them 10 days. Thou shalt offer a calf every day as a sin offering, for reconciliation. Thou shalt cleanse the altar when thou hast offered it on it for the reconciliation, and thou shalt dry it for sanctification. And every second day thou shalt cleanse the altar and sanctify it, so that the altar shall be the most holy, and that which toucheth the altar shall be holy. This is what you shall present on the altar: 2 lambs of a year, day by day, continually. 1 lamb you shall present in the morning, and the other you shall present at the noon. And with 1 lamb, a 10th part of fine flour mixed with the 4th part of a hin of crushed oil, and the 4th part of a hin of wine for a drink offering. The other blade you shall present at mealtime. You shall make it according to the offense of the morning and according to the offense of the appetizer, as a burnt offense and a sweet offering to the Lord. This shall be a continual burning for your generations in the place of the tabernacle of meeting before the Lord, where I will apprehend to speak with you. There I will lean on the children of Israel, and the place will be sanctified by my glory. I will also sanctify the tabernacle of the consecration at the altar. I will also sanctify Aaron and his sons as my priests. And I will dwell among the children of Israel, and I will be their God. Then they shall know that I am the Lord their God, who brought them out of the land of Egypt to dwell among them. I am the Lord their God. You shall also make an altar of perfume, of shittim wood. Its length shall be 1 cubit, its width 1 cubit. It shall be 4 squares, in its height 2 cubits. Its horn shall be of the same material. You shall clothe it with fine gold, both its top and its sides, all around, and its horns. You shall also make it a crown of gold all around. Moreover, thou shalt make under this crown 2 rings of gold on one side and on the other side, and 2 rings of gold on one side and on the other, and on each side thou shalt make them, that they may be set for the shanks with which thou shalt bear it. And the shanks thou shalt make of wood of shittim. Thou shalt cast them with gold. Then you shall place it in front of the sailing ship that is near the ark of the testimony, in front of the merciate that is above the testimony, where I will lean on you. Aaron shall bury fragrant incense there every morning. When he clothes the lamps with it, he shall bury it. In the same way, every evening when Aaron puts on his lamps, he will bury incense in it. This fragrance will remain eternally before This fragrance will remain eternally before the Lord, for all your generations. You shall not offer your foreign incense, nor burn sacrifices, nor spoils, nor shall you sprinkle any alcoholic drink upon it. Aaron shall make reconciliation on the horns of it once a year with the blood of the sin offering, on the day of the reconciliation. Once a year he shall make realization on it for all your generations. This is the most holy to the Lord. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, When thou shalt make the sum of the children of Israel according to their name, they shall give every man a ransom of his life unto the Lord. When thou shalt tell them that there is no plague among them, when thou hast counted them, every man who enters the number shall give a half of a shekel, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. A shekel is equally to 25 gerah. Half of the shekel shall be an offering to the Lord. Every one with a name from the age of 20 years and upward shall give an offering to the Lord. The rich shall not pass away, and the poor shall not diminish by half a shekel. When you give an offering to the Lord for the redemption of your possessions, so you shall take the money of the redemption of the children of Israel and put it in the box of the tabernacle of the congregation, that it may be a memorial for the children of Israel before the Lord, for the redemption of your burdens. The Lord also spoke to Moses, saying, You shall also make a lip of brush, and its part of a brush for washing. You shall put in between the tabernacle of the congregation and the altar, and you shall put water in it, for Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and their feet there. When they go into the tabernacle of convention, or when they go to the altar to officiate and to make the fragrance of your burnings to the Lord, they shall wash themselves with water, lest they die. So they shall wash their hands and their feet, lest they die. And this shall be an ordinance for them forever, for both him and for his son, for his descendants, for all their generations. The Lord also spoke to Moses, saying, Take thou also of the chief spices of myrrh, most pure 50 shekels of sweet cinnamon, half, that is 250, and of sweet calamus 250, and also of cassia 55 cents, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, and olive oil a hin. And thou shalt make of it an oila of holy wineskin, that is, an oila most precious according to the art of the apothecary. This shall be the ola of Ali, ola of holy wineskin. With it thou shalt anoint the tabernacle of consecration and the ark of the testimony. Also the table and all its instruments, the candlestick with all its instruments, and the altar of incense. Also the altar of incense with all its instruments, the laver and its food. Thou shalt sanctify them, and they shall be most holy. Whosoever touches them shall be holy. You shall also anoint Aaron and his sons and consecrate them, that they may exercise the priestly office for me. Moreover, you will speak to the children of Israel, saying, This will be a holy anointing for me, for all your generations. No one shall anoint human flesh with it, nor shall you make any consumption similar to it, for it is holy, and you shall be holy to you. Whoever shall make a similar composition of it, or put some on a stranger, he shall be cut off from his people. The Lord said to Moses, Take these spices, pure myrrh, clear gum, and galbanum, these odors with pure fragrance of like weight. Then thou shalt make of it perfume composed according to the art of apothecary, mixed together, pure and holy. And thou shalt grind it to dust, and put it before the ark of the testimony, in the tabernacle of the consecration, where I will appoint thee. It shall be for thee most holy. And thou shalt not make any compound like unto this perfume, which thou shalt prepare. It shall be unto you holy unto the Lord. Whosoever shall make such a one to perfume it, he shall be cut off from his people. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Behold, I have called by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. whom I have filled with the Spirit of God, in wisdom, in understanding, in knowledge, and in every work, to find curious works to work in gold, silver, and bronze, also in the art of setting stones, and of cutting lumber, and of working in every way. And behold, I have joined to him Aholiab, the son of Ahim-Shamach, of the tribe of Dan. In the hearts of all who have wise hearts I have put wisdom to do all that I have commanded you, that is, the tabernacle of the congregation, the ark of testimony, and the mercenary seat that shall be on it, with all the instruments of the tabernacle. Also the table and its instruments, the pure candlestick, with all its instruments, and the altar of fragrance. Also the altar of roasts, with all its instruments, and the lyre with its instruments, also the garments of the ministry, and the holy garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments of his sons, to exercise the priestly office, and anointing oil and perfume from the sanctuary, according to what I have commanded you. Afterward the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak also to the children of Israel, and say, Nevertheless keep my Sabbaths, for it is a sign between me and you and your generations, that you may know that I, the Lord, sanctify you. You shall therefore keep the Sabbath, for it is holy to you. Whoever defiles it shall die of death. Therefore, whoever works therein shall be cut off from his people. 6 days shall men work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest, sacred to the Lord. Whoever does any work on the Sabbath day shall die of death. Therefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, that they may observe the rest for all their generations for an everlasting time. This is a sign between me and the children of Israel for eternity, because in 6 days the Lord made the air and the earth, and on the 7th day he stopped and rested. So when the Lord has finished communing with Moses on Mount Sinai, he gave him 2 tablets of the testimony, tablets of stone written with the finger of God.